Hi guys, it's Tuesday and oh boy, this will be an interesting week. I think this video will probably mainly just be me addressing the other geeks, and then I'll just give my opinion on what they said. But before I say anything, apparently last week a lot of people had something to say about my thingy from Renaissance Fair a couple years ago. It's controlled by this little thing here, so you can actually turn his head, and then he can bob his head around. So yeah, I plan on getting a bigger one that actually looks like a dragon. He's like a dragon gargoyle thing. So yeah, that's what he is. So on Wednesday, we got double spoiled, and not only did we get Luluco, we also got James, which surprisingly I have a lot in common with when it comes to our choice of men, you know what I'm saying? Mario had a very interesting good news, bad news complex, which was awesome, but he also got to be in an interesting chat. So it was a really cool discussion. There's a link on this blog. You should watch it, and I'll put a link to his vlog in this description down below. And there's the awesome sauce news that Whovians are finally recognized. About in a relationship, my Facebook ad just went from single to Whovian. I'm not sure if I should be 100% proud of that. Nicki asked a much better and less confusing question. If I had to pick a world from any of my fandoms, I will probably say the same thing that Steph did and say Pokemon is the one place in the world that believes in equality and believes that everyone can have a Pokemon. And why I couldn't pick my most favorite shows is because it's not just the fact that I could die, but it's also just the fact of the other situations that can happen if I don't die. Like my favorite anime, D. Gray Man. As much as I love the show, if you're an exorcist, you're going to be chased by this guy. To God, he is some sort of pedophile. I know it. I do not want to be around him at all. And if you are a person and you die and you get resurrected, you can turn into an Akuma. And if you're like a level 1 or a level 2, it's okay. But if you're like a level 1 Akuma, it's going to suck because you're just going to be like a big giant balloon and you're just going to be like moping around everywhere just like all and that'd be really boring. That's my eternity, a giant balloon. For the DC world, it's not just the fact like that you could die, but it's more so how crappy your life's gonna be if you're still alive. Because I know, bad guys are evil. They're gonna want to try to destroy everything. But Superman, if you freaking take my car and you purposely take it and you bash it over someone's head, you take it and bash Grundy and you freaking break it, you're gonna buy me a new car. Okay? I'm still gonna have to go to work. I'm still going to have to go to school. I'm still going to have to be able to get myself to point A and point B. And it's not just that, but it's also just how every single month it's like there's a alien invasion. I'm tired of it. And then you have a freaking troll like Lex Luthor, and he's pretty much the reason why I think every politician is like a freaking troll in our government. So yeah, life would suck there, and I can rant about aside from that, I could probably see myself living in Durarara. I don't know how you say it with a straight face Luluco, so I'm just going to call it Dur. But I would live there because it would be pretty much almost be like going to Disneyland because you see Salty all the time, be like, oh, look over there. And instead of it being like, oh, look, it's Captain Hook chasing Peter Pan, it's like, oh, look, it's Shizuo chasing Zaya with a stop sign. I wonder how many car accidents there's been since he's taken all the stop signs in the city. I would really want to live in Pixie Hollow. Oh, this is awful. Because here's the thing, because you won't have to worry about, having to struggle to get classes and get a degree and stuff, because the moment you're born, you get your career and a place to live at for the rest of your life. So that's pretty cool. And they just had a surplus on all of their pixie dust, which is a great currency. And yeah. I want to live in a place that has a good economic state. So my answer is between having a Pokemon ranch full of Luxrays with a Rayquaza by my side, or I can live my life as a pretty fairy. So you guys get to decide which one it is. So leave a comment. So that's about what happened last week. On Monday, Steph released her Fury of 1,000 Suns in a rant about idiot people. And before I say anything else, oh god, Steph, please don't kill me. I don't want to die. But she did bring up very valid points that makes me kind of confused about these type of people. I definitely agree. You should not be demeaning people and trying to humiliate them and say rude things. I personally feel these people are just very insecure about how society sees ourselves as geeks, and they just feel like taking it out on their frustration on people who are brave enough to do stuff like this. So, awesome sauce to you, Steph. Awesome sauce to Cat Lady. You are awesome. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and every geek out there who is putting themselves out there and just sharing who you are, awesome sauce to you. And with that, I think I am done. I'm sorry if the video is long. Aside from all that stuff that happened, I got this thing. It's not comic related, but I got a Peter Pan figurine. I'm trying to look for Emperor Zurg. He's like on the back. He doesn't come out until later this month, so I got a pre-order for that because that'll be cool. But as we always say, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the rest of the geeks this week. This has been Pyro. Love your fellow geeks, and I'll see you guys nenext Tuesday. Bye, guys. Boom, boom.